Starting a business with 101CAFFE means starting a business with a sector-leading brand and one that will last. Today, the coffee market is very competitive, so having the best products on the market is not enough. You need to know how to advertise your store using its window, and all that is in-store communication. Franchises must know how to advertise the products and the spirit of the brands. Therefore, communication is essential for a successful business. Welcome! So, welcome is said like this. It's the greatest we give our customers so that they feel important. From the beginning of this joint project, the franchise will help you at the first stage, searching for a location, a key step, to then continue the journey together. Franchisees get to the opening of their store feeling great because they experience the well-structured 101CAFFE training course, where they learn how to run their store. It's a full-fledged entrepreneurial business, particularly linked to the territory. You can in fact define your sales strategy, price positioning, and in-store item promotion, knowing the fact that franchise will always be your guide, helping you make the right decision. Customers in 101CAFFE stores find the world's largest range of coffee and beverages for all types of make, and each product is offered to our customers only after a careful phase of research that allows continuous improvement. Not only customers find what he's looking for, but he's the king of our stores. We always want him to be satisfied and have the pleasure of coming back. That's why we teach all our franchisees how to welcome the customer and how to assist them throughout the entire sales and after-sales phase. Nowadays, our customers no longer just buy inside the store, but they might also begin their journey with the 101CAFFE from the digital worldwilde and then buy in store, or vice versa. The pandemic taught us that it's essential to use several tools to communicate with our customer, not only in the store. WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, mail, and customer loyalty are essential, and you must know how to use these tools. We, the 101CAFFE team, are committed to make this happen in the best possible way. The franchise system is based on transferring knowledge and know-how from the franchisor to the franchisee. The team at 101CAFFE is the key to our success.
Hi everyone, welcome to our webinar. I am Marco Zanini, I am business developer of 101CAFFE, and I will introduce you something about our company, something about our team, and most of all what we do and how we do it. So the main topic is what is the concrete support you will get in order to achieve your turnover goals, and you will meet our team. So, well, it's me on the left, Mrs. Roberta Bolchini, the chief of our communication department on the right, and later during the webinar we will you will be in touch with Miss Angelica Chimienti, our store marketing manager, and Mr. Filippo Frigerio, which is in-store trainer, which is in fact in-store to make training, and finally last but not least Mr. Ermenegildo Iussa, which is our digital and e-commerce responsible. So move it with the basis. So what is the franchise? So franchising meaning.
The method through which you have grown, it's called franchising. But let's not dwell on it at length. I'm only pointing it out for those who are trying to figure out for the first time how they can set up a coffee store with your brand. What do they get from you? Yeah, franchising it's a model that has a very long history. It's been in Italy for about 20 years, it continued to grow, and it's a model that basically has two major actors. Us, who are the franchisor, thus the brand owner, idea owner, the one who has acquired the knowledge over the years, and the franchisee, who is the one who implements our idea and who team ups with us and develop their own territory, with a point of sale or with two, We have a franchisee that have 5, and this model applies to both Italy and also foreign markets. And could we say that this somehow develops the culture of being franchisee and knowing how to choose a better franchisor and how to better systemize the experience that was perhaps gained somewhere else? Yes, I would absolutely agree, in the sense that hosts who have tried this experience within the world of franchising in other sectors tend to look for other franchising opportunities. So I think they have the awareness that it's probably best not to start from scratch, but it's better to start with someone's models, because this definitely offers more guarantees. During the pandemic, we saw that all the chains that were structured in a franchising model responded better because they teamed up, took joint action, which is something that it's harder if you are on your own.
Yeah, you saw some pictures of our staff, some picture of our stores. Also our CEO, Mr. Gonnella, which was an interview with Mr. Pietro Muscari, which is a journalist. So I introduced some basic information about what is franchise. Well, in fact, I repeat what you saw in the video. So franchising is a model based on 2 actors, which are the franchisor and the franchisees. So the franchisor is the one that created something. So the franchisor is basically a creator. Well, our CEO thought about an innovative idea, thought about how to structure the idea. So he built a concept, and the concept was later shared to others. So the first experience is in charge of the franchisor. Franchisor make a concept, make a test, and later franchisees are repetition. So they repeat the model realized by the franchisor. And how they repeat it? They repeat it with 4 basic features, which are the transmission of know-how. Well, through the transmission of know-how and the assistance, which are the real essence of franchise, the franchisee get a reduced risk, a stronger identity, so the brand identity, and a team working, which is together with him. And he can work with range and economies of scale. What I mean is, for example, that the franchisee can also make mistakes, because even if he makes mistake, the franchisor probably did the same mistake in the past. Well, we have now an experience with 150 units open in the world. So of course we did mistakes. Of course we can support our franchisees in making as less as possible, and well, in convert mistakes in opportunities. So the puzzle of a successful store is composed by the sales staff, of course. So you the franchisee, the people which are inside the unit. The visual merchandising, because the visual merchandising is engagement. You bring people inside the unit because partially of the visual merchandising, partially of the product, because you need to have something new to give people. Communication and marketing promotion. All of these ones are engagement. And of course, location, which is an essential part when you are selling something, because you need that people can reach you and can identify you. Customer loyalty, which is the mixing of sales staff, skills of sales staff, location, and also the visual. And finally, the teamwork. The teamwork is essential because you can also be a good seller. You can also have a good products. You can also build a good, good display in a good location. But later you need the teamwork. We introduced in our video how much is complicated to conduct a business today, and how we managed also new things during the pandemic. So this is a part of our team, okay? This is only to show you that you have a team before of you. Feel free to think to yourself as an independent retailer, as an independent entrepreneur. I open something and later I need to contact 111. I need to have an IT, as Mr. Yusa. I need to have a trainer or a consultant, as Mr. Frigerio. I need to have someone which prepare my layout in operation, so in daily operation, as Ms. Chimienti. You need to have someone which build an identity, as Mrs. Burkini, and much more than this. Working in a franchise, you have specialists inside the franchisor, because the franchisor is a company. It's not one guy, one people. As you can see also during the webinar, this is a team. So you work inside the unit, your focus is to sell, and you have people behind you. Well, what else? This is our structure in Italy and worldwide, which is in update frequently. Now we have 131 stores in Italy. Not sure if we didn't open something new from 131. This is the same worldwide, because we have, in fact, we have 22 units already open. 6 are temporary, and the temporary are moving from one location to another one. But in fact, we talk about 22 stores opened worldwide and other openings. The 28 are worldwide. By my side, I work in development outside Italy, and I can tell you that at present, we already have 12 openings for the next year. At least 12 openings, because now we are in 2021 yet. And e-commerce. Well, coffee is the most popular beverage drink in the world after water. Some information about the market. Of course, it's quite hard to talk about the global market and give information which could be used country-based. But these ones are global information. So the global coffee consumption increased from 2020 to 2021, even during the pandemic, and you can figure what it means. In the pandemic, depending by the country, but most of coffee shops, most of restaurants were temporarily closed. Anyway, in the same time, we increased the consumption worldwide, even if Horeca was temporarily closed. Horeca all over the world. The trend shows an expected global increase for capsules particularly, and single portion coffee, 7.07% in next 5 years. Asia is the continent with the most important expected increase, and Europe is the continent with the most important increase only in capsule, with a growth rate of 6.8%. So in any case, you can see that everywhere our market is growing. Is growing in a different way, country by country, is growing in a different, maybe in a different culture, but the trend is the same everywhere. So here, you will see the video of our opening in Moscow we had in October. Let's see it.
I liked Italy, and many Russians liked Italy, and so I thought that it could be very successful in Russia as well, especially with such a great shop with Italian music. You really can feel yourself as you are in Italy, and it's sort of nostalgia. And who could be better experienced in the coffee than Italians? So I believe in that. So I choose an Italian company, already gathered so many products with different features around Italy from different places. And other thing, this is a great design of the shop. Probably because of the name Juliet, but I believe because of the product as well.
So, okay, and this is well, an overview about some units which are going to open. Really pleased to see again Alexei, our franchisee in Moscow. Here you see some location on running and some location which are already open. And we have any possible size. We can support any possible size, any possible project, because we have many models, many different models, and we have a so huge range that well, we basically work with a small surface, but we are not afraid to work in a big size. As for the next slide, I believe. Well, exactly. Here you can see some different models. So here you can see small size in shopping mall. You can see one unit with coffee shop. You can see big size in malls and in downtown. Because again, we can run a unit in different language. We can run a unit in different culture. At present, we already have 4 languages as a basic standard in our packaging, and we already studied the way to duplicate to 8 languages. So again, we are not afraid to open a new market. We have structure and experience to do it. Well, we can go also to the next one. Well, one concept, sorry, which is very important and which is specified in this slide, is that I am used to match with people coming from all over the world, and of course with different culture, and of course with different habits, also in making retail, also in making coffee shop. Some people approach me with the idea, okay, I will start from the location. And I reply them, okay, but you lose something. You lose something in our experience, because part of the experience of the franchisor is in the identification of the location, in the selection, is in advice about what to do inside the location, how to run the opening. So if you decide to move by yourself, to look the location by yourself, and to approach us already having a location, you lose something. You lose something, and most of all, you could lose a lot of time. I have the experience with people coming to me with a big size location, having no money or not enough money to run something in such location. On the other hand, I faced the opposite. I faced with project of people that approached us with a small location where it was not possible to use to develop all of the range that we have. So my advice, which is not an imposition, but is only an advice, feel free to contact us, feel free to ask any information, feel free also to approach us with the location. But in my point of view, it makes more sense that you choose if you would like to join the franchise or not, and later we move to the location. Here the business, our idea of double business with retail and food service together, in fact, is retail plus food service, which could be at counter, which could be also on the table. I perfectly know that due to pandemic, there are restrictions in some countries. There are restrictions to make service on the table. So at present, we have a negotiation, we have engagement with any model, with the store, with the retail, including a takeaway, and with the big size coffee shop. We have everything because again, the culture is different country by country. The situation is different country by country, and we can satisfy everything. But our idea to merge together retail and food service is something really innovative, because you can engage a double flow of customer. I would like to buy my coffee. I come inside the unit. I would like to take my cup of coffee. I come inside the unit. And then when I have my engagement, when I am inside, well, this coffee is very good. I would like to buy it. And that's it. This is the idea to make a double business. And this is the coffee shop with the market, which is in development. Now we will open a quite big size in Egypt in next year. We are in negotiation for a big size in Belgium, in negotiation for a middle size in Saudi, and again in negotiation for a big size in US. So, well, coffee shop, even during, even after the pandemic, coffee shop is an idea which is not dead in commercial. And here you will see some examples of recipes which we realized with our range, because again, we have so huge range that we can combine our products and we can combine ingredients to create something new. What else by my side? Only the introduction to Mrs. Burkini, and well, so she can transmit you well all of our brand identity, if possible, because our brand identity is so much that I don't know how much time we need to present everything.
So, hello to everybody. Actually, to explain the brand identity, it takes a while. So I know that our Mrs. Sarah does not allow me to tell you the whole story. In any case, we always say having the best product is not enough. You need to know how to communicate it to customers. And this is true, because you can have really the best product in your shop, but if you are not able to convey the quality and the values of that product and of the brand to your customer, you are not selling it. Our department works every day on this, so we work both to convey the brand as a corporate communication, and we help all our shops to communicate to their customers. We have a team which work on online and web communication, and of course a team for the in-store communication, which work of course together, but they are two teams which are very, very important for the success of a store and of the commercial activity. 101CAFFE in Italian is 101CAFFE. Then someone pronounce it in Italian because the Italian sound is very, very loved also abroad. But if you want to call it 101CAFFE, is okay for us. And it is known all over the world for the widest range of coffee and other beverages you can imagine, and also beyond. So, for instance, chocolate, barley, mochaccino, cappuccino, drinks without sugar, gluten-free drinks, and everything you can really imagine for your coffee maker, for every coffee maker. So this is the brand. We have a video here. So thank you, Sarah, if you want to play it. Thank you. This is a very good example of communication, because as you could see, concerns one of our many blends, which is called Maranello. We give the identity to the best blends we found in Italy in the various roasteries. And this roastery comes from Romagna, and Romagna is well known also for the Ferrari. So it is a very energetic and strong coffee. So we gave this identity to this coffee. Of course, the shops must convey the identity of the brand to the customers, and we have divided the means. We succeed in this into these 6 main areas. So the degustation, which means that the customers can go into the shop and taste the coffee or other beverages. And while tasting, our franchisee can talk about the product and about the story, about the roasteries, and give the whole identity of this coffee or the chocolate or whatever. And it is very appreciated by the customers, of course, even because they can taste before buying. Then the colors. The colors, as you know, the brand's colors are mainly brown and yellow. Brown because it is the color of the roasted coffee, which is our main product, and yellow like the sun. So these 2 colors put together are the image of our brand. Very important, the Italian music. I say important because it is a very good way to communicate the brand, also the music. So in every shop all over the world, you can hear the same songs in the same time, everywhere. The 101 playlist is composed by Italian songs, famous songs, popular songs, and also the new hits of Italian songs. And it's very appreciated by customers. For instance, in this moment in Milano, we are listening to some songs, but the same songs in this moment are in Moscow, in Singapore, in Kuwait, in France, everywhere. And this is very appreciated. I want to tell you this little particular in Marrakesh. We have a store with a space outside for service, food service, and we know that sometimes customer dance a tarantella or a mazurka from Riviera Romagnola. So this is very amusing for everyone. Then the lights, we all know that the lights are very important. The right lights in the right point of the store to enhance and to give more value to some areas. The coffee aroma, of course, we sell coffee. So when you come into a shop, you can smell the good aroma of a coffee. And the packaging. The packaging is one of our point of strength because, as I told you before, we tell the story of the coffee, also starting from the packaging with the image and, of course, the description. We have a designer inside our company who studies and cares totally about the packaging. And if 101CAFFE is known all over the world, is also for their packaging. Besides, on every package, we have a QR code, so the customer can have the story of that product, and in some cases also a receipt you can make at home with that product. So it's very interesting. Okay, in these slides, we have a brief story of the company. You will be able to read everything once the webinar is finished, but I want to point out that next year, it will be a very special year for us in 101CAFFE because it's our 10th birthday. So it's a very important anniversary. The first shop in franchising has been opened in 2012. So next year we will have a very special year. Other important steps of 101CAFFE in our story, of course, in 2017, we started working abroad with our first franchise shop abroad. And another important thing of that year is that we welcome our actual partner, which is Food Empire, new. They are a very important company, especially in Far East and in USA and Russia. They are very, very important. They are listed on the how do you say la borsa? On Singapore Stock Exchange. Okay, thank you. And especially they are very, they have a special expertise with coffee and beverage. So we started working with them, and it was very important for us because we learned a lot from this company who supported us with our activity abroad. Then you can see on your right some important awards that we won. Why they are important? First of all, two kinds of awards. Il mio prodotto del cuore, which abroad is known as Best Product of the Year. We won it 3 times with 2 blends and a coffee-based gourmet drink. And then Insegna dell'anno, which abroad is known as Best Retailer of the Year. Of course, these awards are, as far as we are concerned, in coffee sector, of course. But the most important thing is that the votes come from the consumers, so not from some judges, but from the consumer. It means that consumers go to our shop, have their shopping experience, buy our products, and then they can vote online. And we won these awards in final stage with Nespresso as far as the Best Retailer of the Year is concerned. This means very easy. Customer went to Nespresso, then went to 101CAFFE, and they preferred and voted 101CAFFE. So that's why these awards are very important for our company. So at last, you can see EtiCup in the bottom of the slide. EtiCup is our new coffee system machine. It's an exclusive system, so only our shops, 101CAFFE, can have these machines and these capsules. So you can easily understand the great advantage of this new thing. In Italy, we have already started to sell these machines and these capsules, which are compostable capsules. But the official launch will be next year. In any case, maybe after Mr. Zannini will tell you something about the products and also about these EtiCup capsules. So we are very proud of this project. Actually. Yeah. And then what else can I tell you? Yes, here we have a video of the grand opening in Kuwait City. Kuwait City is managed by master franchisee who cares about the whole JCC countries with great success. He has an ambitious opening program he is following, and we are very happy of this. And please, let's see the video together. brand is so appreciated all over the world because we can really say that in our brand people see a top quality brand made in Italy, and we are very happy of this. Now I introduce you to my friend and colleague Filippo Frigerio, who is now in a shop because he's going to finish a training session with a franchisee. Please, Filippo.
Hi everyone, it's Filippo, and here we are in our store in Turin. Okay, it's live. It couldn't be more live than this, as you can see. I don't know if you can see what I see, but it is our shop, and we are currently doing our training section with our new partner that will open their shop in French. So we're also making the training in French. So should I, by mistake, say some French word? Do not. That's my fault. Yeah, could happen. So here, as you can read, franchisee realized the advantage of being part of a structured and organized network right from the first period of training. I could be more true than that, because not only we have a pre-opening program, which could be also online, of course, mainly due to pandemic reason, we can start with the online training, which we are going to introduce you to the world of 101 CAFFE in all its form, from beans to ground to capsule to pods, from everything. We also have hot drinks. Imagine we have a so wide range that you will need times in order to talk about it, to discuss. Not only about the online training platform, but we also have the training in our store owned by our company. Okay, for example, now we are with our franchisee who is about to open in December in France, and we are currently making an online in-live training in our store so that she can immediately understand how to set the first step in the world of 101 CAFFE. Not only that, we also have a final stage that is going to be in your shop, and we're going to give you assistance for the preparation to the opening and the post-opening of your shop. Not only we will be for you for the opening of your shop, but we are going to give you also post-opening continuous training, one-to-one channel like intranet, which is our platform in order to ask for support, visual support, and so on, but also a Telegram group so that you can always ask for help. We can also set video conference, also periodic video conference, in order to talk about your experience with 101 CAFFE and supplementary training on the site. For example, in the next slide, you can immediately take an example of the training platform that we have, that we're going to give full access to all the procedure that you need in order to, for example, use our software. Not only the software, but we are always also have an online training platform in which we can teach you all the difference between coffee, from Arabica to Robusta, from the coffee from Brazil to the coffee of Kenya, and so on and so on. And the last picture, yeah, sorry, I forgot to discuss, it was the opening that we had in Marseille, that we recently opened a shop. So it was just to say hi to David, if it's here, and Paul. So it was a very good experience. He decided not only to open a shop with us, but a bar. So it was a great experience for 101 CAFFE, especially in France. I cannot wait to come back to them for the second opening. Who knows? And last but not least, of course, we have we are live. Sorry. Sorry. The trainer, of course, we're going to give you support for all the part of the opening and the supports, but mainly we're going to focus on what is going to give you the best result possible for your shop. So the products, like today, we introduce all the difference between the wide range of 101 CAFFE products, from the 100% Arabica to 100% Robusta, from a coffee roasted from Naples and a coffee roasted from Sicily. So all the different traditions that you can find on our shop. It's a range that you cannot manage. Then the software, our system. So the cash point, how to make receipt, invoice, how to manage order, but very important, how to manage your warehouse, how to read, sorry for the mask, the business intelligence and all the data analysis. And of course, we are going to give you all the information on how to set up your shop, especially the shelf, the visual, and of course, we are going to give you full assistance about the selling process. So I cannot say anything else, but I just can introduce my colleague Angelica Chimenti. She will introduce you the world of the store marketing manager. Thank you, Angelica.
Thank you, Filippo. Welcome to everybody. Good evening to everybody. My name is Angelica, and I'm in charge of the marketing, the in-store marketing. What does it mean? When you open a 101CAFFE or 101CAFFE store, you are opening a real business activity. It's real linked to your territory. What does it mean? It means that with our marketing strategy, we are able to guide you, to give you an overview of the market, but you live there, you know the local market, you know the target of your customer, you know their habits, and most of all, you know your competitors. So it means that you will be always free to customize your offer, to move your price, to make your promo. But of course, you are not alone. We are going to follow you. We are going to study together the strategy. We are going to study together the promo. And when you have the light green, we are going to produce and we are going to realize for you the graphic material that then you are going to use in your shop in order to communicate to your customer your offer. In this chart, this is me during an opening day. And on the right, you can have a look to a different kind of window display of our store in Italy. As you can see, we have different one. Some one with just one windows, more than one, really small, big one. In any case, we study before how to set up the display in order to put the right items with the right promo, with the right price, because we want that our customer step by our window display. So we need to give them a good reason to move in our shop and of course buy a lot of stuff. Of course, after the windows display, we have even the inner space. And as Filippo said before, it's really important to set up in the right way, in the proper way, the shelf, put the right items on the right position. And Filippo is going to teach you how to sell for upselling, how to sell for cross-selling in order to raise the average ticket. That is another important KPI to analyze. And then on the right, you can have an example to the graphic that you are going to use in your store. So you have the full price of a machine, in this case, that is crossed out. There is a lot of focus on the promo price. And usually our customer has to buy the product, some product, in order to get some discount on the machine. And this way you sell in the same time the product and the machine. That we are going to teach you. It's a really important engagement element for us. So this is we don't have too much time. So Jill, it's up to you, and I hope to see you as soon as possible around.
All right. Good evening. My name is Menegildo, but I'm known as Jill, and I'm part of digital team in 101CAFFE. And let me talk this evening something about how the habits of the consumers has changed during the last years, especially after pandemic that we are still living right now. The consumer is changing his habits, just utilizing day by day more the digital channels. This means that for us, taking this in mind, we starting to think about a mobile application that we have just developed. We are in the final stage that we developed fully in-house. So it does mean that we know what is the target, and we just developed an app thinking about our stores, because we know that our store needs to keep in touch with the consumer in a different touch point that is not so easy for the store manager keeping inside the store and looking to get in touch with the customer. So what we developed is an app that as soon as you download it and you enter, is listing you the closest shop store to your actual position. What does it mean? That we thought about that any store has its own local marketing strategy, and the customer can keep in touch with it and can see, for instance, a special price of the store, a special coupon, and maybe also the points that the store is giving for the purchases. Is of course through the app can keep in touch with the store, with the own chat or with WhatsApp. That is this is very important for the store manager, and of course he can also purchase. He can purchase and he can choose. The customer can choose a picking up into the shop or a home delivery. So we think that through this app, of course, we are giving a tool that is will be very important in the future for the stores, because they will be able to keep in touch with the customer where they are. For instance, to go in the short time, I can tell you, if you have downloaded the app, you can receive just a push notification when you are approaching the shop, the store, and of course giving you special discount if you are entering in. And so we think this is a big boost for our shops. So I don't come into the technical. But if you have any question about it, you can inquire me, and I will be glad to answer you. Okay, I turn back the line to my colleague Marco. I think that for the final greetings, I suppose.
Oh, well, that's me. In fact, we talk about the final greetings because you told about everything. You told about everything. I believe that. The overview is complete. Of course, we are available. I am available to provide you any detail more. And well, the slogan, I like it. I like it so much. 100 caffè at a time all over the world. It's the same when you wake up in the morning and you think about coffee and you tell yourself 1 coffee per time. So, well, this is what we do every day. Well, for information, you can contact us here, our free number. Also, the email address franchising at 101caffe.it. You probably have also my email address. Of course, you can directly contact me. And we can discuss about any point and about any step. And also about the next opening. Why not? So, I suggest you, in any case, to go deeply into the business, to ask, and finally to take your decision, if moving, if not, and when you decided to move, again, I suggest you to move quickly, because right now we are in a strong phase of development. I don't know what is the next stage. But again, I suggest you to avoid wasting time if you already decided to join the franchise. So thanks to all the team, thanks to everyone. Everyone was exactly in his ambient.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's
Marco.
we represent exactly what we are.
And also thanks to Filippo, who has stopped his training his lesson to
Thank
the
you.
franchisee from France. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you guys.